Hello, how are you all today? Now, I'm Kalpana Chaudhary, former Associate Professor of English Literature, voice and accent trainer, and also a professional artist. I did my master's in English Literature, my master's in journalism, and my MPhil. So, I'm here today to have my sessions on English vocabulary. You would wonder why I'm trying to talk about English vocabulary, and then why should you learn it? Why should we learn it? Well, I think you have to know some really good English words because it is an integral part of your personality development program. अब ऐसे अगर हम बात करें that if we go to the market, अगर हम किसी भी मॉल में जाते हैं या कहीं भी शॉपिंग के लिए जाते हैं या कहीं ट्रैवलिंग के लिए जाते हैं, so if we have a lot of money with us, if we are comfortable with our wallets, हम बिल्कुल टेंशन में नहीं होते हैं. हम we really enjoy ourselves, and because we know that we can spend money and we can eat whatever we want to, buy whatever we want to. So similarly, we are going to use the English words. If you have 500 to 800 words in your pocket, how does it help you? Whenever you, in your walk of life, whenever you go for your interviews, whenever you're talking to a friend or to a boss, to your seniors, or you're traveling, if you're speaking in English, if you need to speak in English and you know these words, it becomes so much more easier. आपको words के बारे में सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा, आपको English बोलने में सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा. You can just use these words as and when because you know them by heart. They are here in your mind. So that is the reason why I personally feel that it's really important to enhance and develop your spoken English skills by building up a powerful vocabulary. Now, let me first talk about how we are going to do it. Now, I plan that I will be talking about 3 to 5 words in every session. I will give the word, spelling, its pronunciation, its meaning, और उसको हमें कैसे यूज़ करना है sentences में. So that मैं आप लोगों के लिए 5-6 sentences का example दूंगी, तो आपके दिमाग में फिर ये चीज़ बैठ जाएगी कि उस वर्ड को कैसे यूज़ करना है डे टू डे लाइफ में. और ये बहुत ही सिंपल और डे टू डे वर्ड्स हैं जो कि अगर आप याद कर लोगे, अगर आपको आ जाएंगे, तो you will really feel very confident with your power of English. Now, basically, I would want that you sit with a diary and a pen or a pencil. I'll be writing everything in the description box, but then it's always better to jot down notes because then you stay a little more focused and you're able to absorb more what you're listening or what you're hearing. And I will also be speaking more in English because listening to correct, good spoken English or hearing and listening to English also helps you all to learn how to speak well. You learn the pronunciation. आपके subconscious mind में बैठता जाता है धीरे धीरे कि how the words are pronounced and how we can really speak well. Okay, is that fine? Now, another request before I proceed, and that is that please give your comments and suggestions in the description, in the comment box, so that I'm able to do justice to my work and I'm able to take your suggestions and incorporate them in my sessions so that are able to establish a bond between us, and I'm really able to, which I really want to, reach out to all of you. Okay, so shall we start? Now, the first word is abandon. We spell it as ABANDON. 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 What does it mean? It is a verb. And what is a verb? Verb is a doing word. In any sentence, any word that shows action, that becomes a verb. So, the meaning of the word abandon is to leave finally, to give up, to desert. मतलब छोड़ देना किसी चीज को completely. For example, to abandon the sinking ship, to abandon the sinking boat. Now let's say you go to Gomti for a boating, and suddenly we realize that the boat is going to sink. So what do? What are you going to do? Obviously, you will just leave the boat to save your life. So what did you do? You abandoned the sinking boat. Now, the second example that I would like to say is, I abandoned my plan to go to Delhi. I gave up my plan to go to Delhi. I abandoned my idea of painting a landscape. मेरे को लैंडस्केप बनाने का मन था, मेरे दिमाग में एक आइडिया था, but I gave up that idea, meaning I abandoned that idea of painting the landscape. The police had to abandon their search when they could not find the lost child. So what did the police have to do? They had to give up their search of looking for the child that had got lost because they were not able to find the child. So the police had to abandon their search. Okay, the next word is, these are very day-to-day and very common words, but maybe some of you know it, maybe some of you don't. So please, it's really a request, and you'll be really doing me a great favor by learning these words, revising them, and trying to use them at every opportunity and at every time that you feel that you can use those words. Okay, now the second word that we come to is accuse. 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 Now, this is again a verb. And what does it mean? It means to charge someone of crime, or to blame somebody, to find fault with somebody. To charge, like suppose somebody has committed a murder. So, you are accusing, the police is accusing that person of murder. So that is what is the meaning of accuse, to blame, to find fault. Okay? Now, for example, he accused him for murder. Somebody had committed a murder, so he accused him for murder. He accused him for theft. Somebody, किसी ने चोरी करी, somebody committed a theft, so he accused him for theft. The third example that I'd like to give is, do not accuse people without a proof. This is so obvious and common that we should not find fault with people or we should not blame anybody without a proper proof. So, do not accuse people without a proof. Okay, so now we come to the third word, and that is another very common word and a lovely word to use if you know it. Abstain. Abstain. A-B-S-T-A-I-N. Abstain. That is also a verb. And what does it mean? Well, it means to hold oneself back from doing something. Like you tell yourself कि okay, आज से मैं मीट नहीं खाऊंगा या आज से मैं I will not drink. So you abstain yourself from eating meat or from taking alcohol. So you hold yourself back from doing these things. Now the example I would like to give is he abstains from cheating in an exam, meaning he holds himself back from cheating in an exam. To abstain from smoking, I mean you decide that you're not going to smoke, so you abstain from smoking. To become a saint, Buddha abstained from all the luxuries. What did Buddha do? He gave up all the palace luxuries and he went to the forest in search of peace. So he abstained from all the luxuries. So that is what abstain means. Okay, so we come to an end with our third word. And I really hope that I have been able to do justice. I have been able to reach out to you all, which will be so satisfying for me. So please try to enjoy these words, try to learn them, try to use them. Just a minute. Okay, so try to use them, try to enjoy them. And you will soon realize that once, and please continue your sessions with me because it will give me so much of pleasure to be able to impart something to all my friends who are listening to me, who are viewing my sessions. And also give me some feedback. And if you have liked these words and if you feel you want to continue with me, then please do subscribe, do share, do give the thumbs up. Okay, now, it got a bit serious, right? So let me just give you a tongue twister. Now, what is a tongue twister? Tongue twister is when we speak some rhyming words together, and then when you speak slowly and then you speak them fast, it helps you to clear your speech. It brings clarity in your speech. Okay, so this one it's a very lovely one. I used to use it. We used to use it in our childhood and even in school and college, and we used to try and speak fast so that we don't stop. Atak atak ke na bolein, like bilkul fluently nikal ke aaye. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck the wood? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck the wood? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck the wood? Okay, so let's just practice this speaking fast. It'll bring clarity to your tongue, to your speech. Right? Okay then. See you in the next session. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. All the best. Love you all. Bye.